Now, we're going to question 2, we're going to road. It says for make x the subject. To make x the subject is very easy. All you have to do is make x be alone on this side. To make x be alone on that side, we're going to subtract 3p from both sides first. So subtract 3p from both sides to get y minus 3p is equal to x over 5. After we do that, now we're going to multiply through by 5. And so multiplying through by 5 will give us x is equal to 5 times, in bracket, y minus 3p. And that is making x the subject of the formula. All right, you might wonder how I end up with x over here. It doesn't matter, guys. It doesn't matter if x is over here or x is over here. It doesn't matter. I could write that x over 5 is y minus 3p. All right, so think of it this way there. For the persons that will wonder, how did I get x on that side? It's the same as saying x over 5 is y minus 3p. All right, and then I multiply through by 5 to make x the subject. Okay. Part 2. Part 2 says solve the following equation by factorization. So the only common factor I see right there is x. So I'm going to factor out x. Now 2x squared divided by x leave 2x. And then 9x being divided by x leave 9. So it's minus 9. And this is equal to 0. Now if the product of these two numbers is equal to 0, then either x going to equal 0, is either x equals 0, or 2x minus 9 equals 0. All right. All right. And so what does that mean? That means that if 2x minus 9 equals 0, then 2x is equal to 9. And if 2x is equal to 9, we can divide through by 2 to say x is 9 over 2. X equal 9 over 2. That is x. All right, nice and easy, soft. X is 9 over 2. And that's how we solve this equation by factorization. Nice and easy, no issues. All right. Now this question says, a farmer wishes to enclose a rectangular plot with a wire fence. The width of the plot is 3 meters less than the length, L. Given that the area enclosed by the fence is 378, show this equation. Now, I'm the type of guy that I love to see a visual representation of what I'm doing. So I'm going to create like a little rectangle, a little box, just to draw what they're saying. They say that the length is L, so I'm going to call the length L. And they said that the width is 3 meters less. So the width is L minus 3. All right. So now the length is L and the width is L minus 3. And so the area is length times width. Remember, area is length times width. That's how you find the area of a rectangle. Now, the length is going to be L and the width is L minus 3. All right, so if you're to actually expand this, you're going to say that the area of the rectangle is L squared minus 3L. But they told us that the area is 378 square meter. So the area is 378. So if we're going to transpose and bring over the 378 over here, so subtract 378 from this side to say 0 is equal to L squared minus 3L minus 378. And so see there, we show it nice and easy. This question, no issues at all. Soft. So that implies we can just write it back with the 0 on the right hand side to tell them that L squared minus 3L minus 378. And now this is equal to 0. No issues right here. No issues at all. All right. No issues at all. Nice. Soft with a capital T. So what's the next part of this question now? It says the force applied to an object is directly proportional to an extension E produced by the object. If you do physics, this is known as Hooke's law. This is known as Hooke's law, that force is directly proportional to extension, where force is equal to a constant times extension. So they're giving some physics in the mathematics. You see how math's nice? Incorporating all the different stuff you learn. So the force applied to an object is directly proportional to extension. So force is equal to K times the extension. In physics, you use the letter X for extension. In math, here they're using E. So that's the equation that represents this Hooke's law right here. In physics, this is Hooke's law. Nice and easy and soft. Now part 2. Part 2 says, the incomplete table below shows corresponding values of F and E. All right, so it shows when F equal 8, E is 0.2. So determine the values of X and Y. To find X and Y, there are two methods we can use. We can actually find the constant K and work it out. We can say F is equal to K times E. All right, and then using when F is 8 and E is 0.2, we see that 8 is equal to K times E, which is 0.2. And so what we're finding out is that if we divide both sides by 0.2, we find out that K is 8 over 0.2. K is 8 over 0.2. So that's the constant. So 8 works out, K works out to be 8 divided by 0.2, that is 40. So the constant is 40. So what we're actually saying then is the force is equal to 40E. So now it's easy to do any of them now. So look at this now. This one gives us the force and asks us to find the extension. So let's do it in a different color. Let's use black. So when the force is 25 now, we have 25 is equal to 40E. And so we can divide both sides by 40 now to say E is 25 over 40. All right, E is 25 over 40. Put that as a fraction for us. 25 over 40, I think that's 25 divided by 40. That is 0.625. This is 0.625. All right, so that is X. In this case, this is what X is equal to. All right, so that takes care of X. Let's use blue now to find Y. To find Y, we have Y, which is the force. So Y is going to be equal to 40 times E. 40 times E. And what is E? E is 3.2. So that will give us what Y is. 40 times 3.2 is going to give us 40 times 3.2, that's 128. So Y is 128. So that's the value for Y right here that we did in blue. All right. And that takes care of this question. Now there's an alternate method you could have used to do this question. I always like to show the alternate. Let me show the alternate method right here. This is alternate. Alternate method, what you could do, guys, is say, all right, what you could say is say when the force is 8, so this is for F. When the force is 8, it is going to an extension of 0.2. All right. So therefore, when the force is 25, it's going to an extension of x. We don't know what x is. But what we do know is if we cross multiply, then what we're saying is 8x is equal to 25 times 0.2. 25 times 0.2 is 25 times 0.2 is 5. So 8x equals 5, and so x is equal to 5 over 8. And so this would also give you x. Now guys, 5 over 8 is the same as 0.625. Put it in a calculator. So that's an alternate method for getting x. An alternate method for getting y is, again, you start by saying 8, go to 0.2, 8 go to 0.2, but this time we don't know the force, and the force is y, but y go to 3.2. So you're going to cross multiply again and say y times 0.2, which is 0.2y, is equal to 8 times 3.2. 8 times 3.2, which is 25.6. And so what you do then is say y is 25.6 over 0.2. This is just the alternate method of doing the question. Any way you prefer to do it is fine. And this will give you also y is 128. You see how much nice? You have so many different routes to get to your answer. Nice and easy. No real issues. None at all. None. Nice. So that's that question.